2, 3. Oh my God. Just flowing with it. Going with the flow. No expectations. Just improvisational life. How are you? Are you on the move? Are you going with the flow? Are you feeling the magic? What is causing you to just become overjoyed? What causes you to just suddenly become overjoyed? That's what I want to know. That's what you should be asking yourself. What would really make me laugh right now? Maybe if I acted like something like this. Yeah. Yeah, that might do it. Of course, maybe it won't. Yeah. Oh, man, what is going on? What are we doing? I'm watching some TV. I watched the first season of Slow Horses on Apple TV. It was really good. Gary Oldman, so fucking good. Kristen Scott Thomas, so good. The two of them are just opposite ends of the yin and yang balance, power brokering. You know, Gary Oldman is the, dirty, greasy, kind of sidelined MI5 daddy, and he sleeps in his clothes and with a lit cigarette in his hand on a couch at work with holes in his socks. So many great details. I love the handheld camera. I love the kind of green tint to everything. It just looks sickly and gross and putrid, pukey, stale, old, forgotten, sad. It has a real vibe to it. And then Kristen Scott Thomas, she's so well put together. Smart, crisp, icy, just an ice queen. Bitch. She's such a bitch in a great way. Just a power queen. Just fucking queen bee. No lines on her forehead, just icy intensity in her eyes. Just great writing, great performing. I love that they mutter all the dialogue under their breath. You never know where you're at. Is that a person I should be remembering? Who is that? And they come in late, leave early. That's the thing. Keep people on their fucking toes. You don't want people falling asleep. And then I'm also watching White Lotus, which is so the opposite of that, because it's so like third season of White Lotus. Jesus. It's like painful. It's too much. That Mike White will sustain a beat for an inordinate amount of time. It's like a meditation in depression. It's like he takes you down. He like this. Just listen to that television show. It's got such a robust soundscape. It's beautifully shot and everything, and acted, gorgeously acted, Jesus. But it's just so fixated on your emotions with the sound. And some of those are arpeggio, or I don't know what it is. Like some of those like rhythmic, natural sounding flutes or percussions or whatever. This one is in Thailand, so it's like things feel very native to wherever it is. And he did one in Italy, he did one in Hawaii. This one is like, it'll get under your skin. The sound, the music will just be like, oh fuck, I'm so anxious right now. This is not fun. I'm not having fun watching this show at all. It's beautiful to look at, but I'm so stressed out. So that one, that's been kind of a struggle to get through. But I love the characters. They're so good. He also gets amazing actors. Yeah, good television. What the fuck? So good. You know, bad TV's bad. Good TV's pretty fucking good. I like a short season. Slow Horses is like 5 or 6 episodes. And just in and out. A little bite-sized thing. What else have I seen? Oh man, I saw Black Bag. Tight little Soderbergh movie, spy thriller. Twists and turns and great payoffs. Just satisfying. Really modern, and you could tell his budgets are not that big, but he makes them look so juicy and big. You know, like he chooses his production design and his DP and people. They all work together to the costumes to just make this smart, luxurious. You know, it feels satisfying. You know. Oh, Liz is trying to turn me onto this show. I forget the name of it. Coming of age show where every single episode is one shot. Just one long take. And I can't wait to get into it because I love that. No cuts. Just, you know. Can you imagine being the actor who... Because these episodes are like an hour long. And you're like, I don't know, 55 minutes in and you fuck up your line. Cut. It's like, all right, take it. Let's go to one. But it's impressive when you can follow characters around and you keep the lighting and the focus and the performances for one take, you know. That's a dance. That's total beautiful choreography, and it feels like a play. It feels like a real performance, because you know humans make mistakes. Nobody's 100% perfect, so you get to see little flaws and blemishes and the fingerprint of the human. I'm excited. I want to see that. I was watching that show, The Bear, and there was an episode where they had a big long oneer. It was on Hulu or something. I can't remember, but I remember we had not paid for the full subscription, so we were getting ads, and it was an ad-to-ad one take. So it was like, I don't know, like a 10-minute one shot through that kitchen, you know. It's like, it takes place in a kitchen. And it was like, oh, fuck yeah, man. This is impressive. Acting, performance, choreography, camera work. And it was handheld, too. So it wasn't even, like, steady cam or dollies or anything. Just, like, somebody just holding that camera, just finding the tasty frame. You know, are we gonna shave a little off his head, or gonna make so many decisions as an operator in that world. I would like to see a stop motion film that's just one shot like that, or you know, like a nice juicy 5-minute shot. It would be really impressive to, you know, like if you're, and nowadays you can kind of cheat it. I mean, with stop motion, you can do anything. Because, I mean, I was doing this on Fred. I was going to get kicked out of my space because I got hired on Coraline. I was shooting down in Silver Lake. I had rented a little place, and I was shooting Fred. And me and Matt were doing some pretty creative, weird, crazy shit with the camera, kind of moving it around and doing fun stuff. We had track on the floor. We had a dolly. And so I was hand shoving a free roaming dolly around with a tripod on it. And then there was a pan tilt head, little Manfrotto head. And so a lot of linear pan tilt truck focus type things. Nothing too fancy, but we tried to make it look crazy. Like elevation changes and weird shit. Like I think I recall trying to do certain things like that. But so we were getting all tricky, and it was taking a really long time to set up shots. And then I saw on the schedule, like, fuck, dude. If I don't finish this section, it's going to be hard to find continuity with the lighting and everything when we have, because I was moving to Portland. I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to pack all these sets up, all the lights up. And stuff just wasn't traveling well on that. I was just, I don't know, I was just nervous. I was like, I want to get through this chunk of this film. I had set a goal for myself. And my storyboards, I had like 4 or 5 shots left to shoot. And Matt and I just had a powwow, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do all these shots. And we both looked at each other and were like, how about if we did all these shots as a oneer? And Matt was like, I fucking love this idea. And so we comboed all of them. And so we had one huge setup. And it was like, I don't know, he like toasts the mirror and he goes back to go change behind the little changing, kind of Japanese changing curtain. And then the camera pushes in while he's changing. And then we see him, picking out his little outfit and then reaching under and grabbing the backpack. And then we pan over and he comes out and he says, like, bing, 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 which is so fucking, oh man, I'm so pissed off because the dialogue doesn't sync there. But anyway, that was a big combo. It was going to be like 4 or 5 shots. And it felt good to combo them because then you're in it like a performance. It is like a play. You can do a loose blocking. But when you're animating, you're just, for the first time, doing it. I didn't have time to block. I didn't have time to do a pop through. I was just like a pose through, like, okay, is he in focus here? Like, how does he look? What's the light like? It was just for Matt to get the lighting nice. But all my increments and all my timings and all my animation was like, just free ball it, just go for it. Just let's improv that. And the animation's not terrific, but it was fun to do. It was at some certain points I just could not even reach the puppet. I remember like reaching behind that screen. I had to reach up and over a wall, and I was animating with like the tips of my fingers, like chopsticks. It was crazy. Oh shit, I gotta go into work. Yeah, long takes. I think well thought out combos of things. I think of that book, Walter Murch's book, In the Blink of an Eye, and he talks about cuts and sort of psychologically what a cut does. And I think, if you get into this seamless, it lulls you into this, like, you're like, huh, you just go into this weird observational phase. Even in a Scorsese movie, like I think Casino has that big long oneer where they're going back. It's sort of like a steady cam shot behind them as they go through the hallway into the back rooms. And you're like, you're in it. The trick is to make it seem like you don't really notice, but you're in it. You're more in it than cuts. Cuts, in a way, don't take you out, but they make you conscious of where you are, because you're always reorienting. You're like, okay, close up. Oh, I'm in here. Jesus. And out. And over here. And people cut so fast. And there's a schizophrenia to watching it. So I like long takes, if you can. And it's an efficient way to work. I mean, like, just that story alone about Fred, I mean, we did it for scheduling reasons. Of course we embraced it artistically, but it was like, how do we save time on setups? Oh, let's combo all these shots. I don't know, something to think about, I guess. I'm kind of nervous. In about a week or so, I've got this presentation I'm giving. I wrote a pilot to a show that I want to get on a really big network, and I want to get it in front of a really famous executive. And it's a little nerve-wracking because I wrote it over the last sort of year and a half, 2 years, and it's a 45-page pilot that feels like the first act of a movie, or maybe the first act of a season arc. And it's a stop-motion show that I want to show run and direct and co-write. I think I do need to bring additional writers on, but it's, I've been writing. There's no work in LA, and so it's been slow. And so I've been writing, and people say you got to write like 10 scripts before you start writing anything good. I've been taking writing classes. I took a comedy writing class at an improv place in LA. I took a screenwriting class. I took a TV writing class. I took a one-man show writing class, one-person show writing class. And I took a sketch writing. So I've been taking these little online class, in-person classes, online classes, and I've got, 4 or 5 scripts. None of them are great. I think this one that I'm pitching is really, really promising. But I think it needs to be run through another creative kind of reimagining. When I get something down on paper, I tend to just tinker with it, almost like it's a hedge and I'm just sort of clipping here and there. I don't do big revolutionary changes to stuff. I think that's why a writing partner would be amazing. Somebody that just turns it on its ear. Just, hey, let's try this. This. Let's try writing it as a comedy. What? Yeah, fuck it. But I'm excited to be pitching, It's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to fucking do? If you don't pitch, nobody's sitting there going, hey, I wonder if Misha Klein's been writing anything. I should call him. So I'm kind of half hoping that something big happens. We'll see. keep you posted on them.